Mic check, 1, 2, 3. An emotional moment here at the courthouse just a couple minutes ago. The state played the video of Sergeant Jim Smith dying. It's from the body camera of a Grundy County deputy. It was hard to watch for a lot of people, including members of his family. Several of them left the room quite emotional. Colin, just a few minutes ago, it was a pretty emotional scene inside that courtroom as the state played the video of Sergeant Jim Smith's death as the troopers and law enforcement entered that home. It's from a dash cam of a Grundy County Sheriff's deputy. It was very emotional for his family. We'll show you a little bit of that video coming up tonight at 6 o'clock. But today was day one of opening arguments after about a day and a half of jury selection. This afternoon, the state called their very first witness. It was Cody Niehaus, a reserve police officer for the city of Grundy Center. The judge also ruled they can't ask witnesses if law enforcement had an arrest warrant for Lang or a search for his home because that is a legal issue. On the stand today, a sheriff's deputy said they had the authority to do so because they witnessed him commit a crime. Blahnik plans to plead self-defense. Today, the judge limited parts of that argument. After a hearing last night, the judge prevented the defense from asking any legal questions about the stand your ground to jurors, the stand your ground law to jurors. There's so much that happened. Like, this is like, a normal trial. I feel like this is like 3 or 4, like at least, 2 days worth of testimony. In essentially 4 hours. I didn't see KWWL here today. Huh. I think you know this, but if they rest tomorrow, they're likely just going to punt for the rest of the week. Because that's what the prosecutors have asked for. So the family can go to D.C., which I would like if they're not in session on Thursday, because then that means I get a day off. But I can't have a day off if it's on Friday. Dun-dun-dun. Show open is in. Starting off with weather. Stand by. Well, after about a day and a half of jury selection, opening arguments happened today. Prosecutors called their first witness just a couple moments ago. A really emotional moment inside that courtroom there as the state played the video of the death of Sergeant Smith, filmed from a body camera from a Grundy County deputy. It was a lot for his family to handle, many of them visibly emotional as they walked out of the courtroom while that video was playing. Today they called several different law enforcement officers to the stand. First one was Cody Niehaus. He is a reserve officer for the Grundy County Sheriff's Office, Police Department rather. Niehaus was the first one who tried to pull Lang over for a speed ticket, but Lang then took off. He recounted that chase, and also they showed some video of it. Lang eventually pulled off of a gravel road and then told Niehaus to shoot him. Lang then attacked Niehaus and knocked his radio and taser out of his hands. Niehaus said that Lang then charged at him. A fight on the ground ensued. The state showed the body camera video of that scuffle, including the chokehold that Niehaus says Lang put him in. Here's how Officer Niehaus described what happened. In their opening defense, attorneys argued that it was not first-degree murder. They say he only opened fire when he saw Sergeant Smith standing in the doorway of his kitchen with a long gun, and that he did shoot at the tactical truck, but only as it was ripping the front off of his house. Lang plans to plead self-defense today. The judge limited parts of that argument. After hearing last night, the judge prevented the defense from asking any legal questions about the stand your ground law to jurors. They also cannot ask witnesses if law enforcement had an arrest warrant or if they had a search warrant to enter his home, because that is a legal issue. The defense held motions throughout the day to try to get that brought into court. So far, they have not been successful. Coming up tonight at 6, we're going to hear from one of the officers who was chasing Lang after he fled from that traffic stop. For now, live in Webster City, Daniel Perot, News 7, KWWL.